The bed rack is a very easy install. We use minimal tools and it's fully bolt in. Here's the tools you need: 10mm wrench and 3/16 Allen head. You've unboxed your Tacoma bed rack kit. Here are all the pieces you'll need to assemble it. You'll get 4 bed rails, 6 uprights, 6 caps, 3 cross rails, bag of hardware, and 4 gussets. If you are missing anything out of this kit, do not hesitate to give us a call or send us an email at sales@artecindustries.com. Okay, the first main step is to install the bed rails on top of the bed. In preparation to do that, we're going to remove the plastic caps and these 10mm bolts. Next up, we're going to pop out the plastic accessory rail cap. Now, we're going to assemble the tabs and the bolts that hold on the bed rails. Use the 5/16 1-inch button head with accessory rail tab. There'll be 5 per each side. You want to thread it in so the bolt is not sticking past the PEM nut. It makes it easier to slide in. So we got 1, 2, 5. So you'll want to break these up. So you got 3 up front. And 2 in the back. Let's throw on the first bed rail. And again, we're going to leave these loose. It'll help with the installation of the rack. And we'll have to, once it's fully assembled, we'll pull it back and have to reinsert it. That's why you want to leave those loose. Now we'll do the same thing that we did on the passenger side, we'll do on the driver's side. So the next step is to put on the upright rails. You have 6 of them. You have 2 fronts, which the base is bigger and angled on. And then you have the back ones. The way to tell them apart is they will angle into the cab of the Tacoma. To put these on, you'll use your 3/4 inch 5/16 button head. You'll use this 5/16 inch button head for all these bolts. Grab your bag of bolts and let's get these going. And again, we're going to leave everything loose until we got the full rack assembled, and then we'll go back through and tighten everything up. All right, next up, we're going to attach the end caps to the cross rails. It's pretty easy to identify the end caps. The back 4 have 2 bends on the sides, which you can see here. The front 2 will have a bend on one side and semi-straight on the front side. So you'll want to find your top 2 front rail caps and lightly assemble them to a cross rail. I'm going to put this front cross rail on to make room so we can assemble the back 2. I'm gonna go find 2 nuts real fast. All right, now we'll get the back 2 on. Next step, we're going to install the 4 gussets accessory rails. It comes with 4. There's 2 long ones and 2 short ones. The 2 short ones go in the front part of the bed rack. The 2 long ones go in the back of the bed rack. Let's get these bad boys installed and we're getting closer to finishing this project up. Now that we have everything loosely assembled, we're going to go through and tighten everything up, except for the bolts that are inside on the accessory bed rails. We're going to leave those loose because once we tighten everything up, we're going to pull the bed rack back from the cab and tighten the 6 bolts that are on the front of the bed rack and slide it back into position. Here's the 6 bolts, 3 on each side that we did not tighten that were up against the cab. We're going to loosen up the accessory rail bolts and slide the rack back and tighten those 6 up. Slide it back into position and then fully tighten the accessory rail bolts to fully bolt down this rack. So on the 2 factory bolts removed, you'll see that you had 2 5/16 washers left over. You'll slide those in between the bed and the rack and then put your factory bolts back in. After you got those put in, you can finally tighten everything up, tighten the bolts on the accessory rails and pop in your end caps back in. Now you're good to go. That completes the install of the bed rack. Thanks for watching this. If you have any issues, feel free to give us a call or email us at sales@artecindustries.com. Make sure you subscribe to our channel right here. And for more awesome videos, check back on our social media, Instagram and Facebook, and follow us on those.